Picture this. Scott Patterson, the Luke Danes, sits down, mic in hand, ready to rewatch Gilmore Girls on his podcast, I Am All In. You'd think he'd be nostalgic, right? Wrong. This man is here to ruin lives. With takes so hot they could melt Taylor's ice sculpture at the Winter Carnival, Patterson isn't just rewatching the show, he's rewriting its legacy in real time. And let's be honest, we are obsessed. Because love him or hate him, Scott's opinions force us to ask the hard questions. Was Rory really ready for Yale? Is Anna Nardini actually the victim? And, most controversially, was Dean justified in cheating on Lindsay? Strap in, Gilmore stans. This isn't just a rewatch, it's a full-blown showdown. By the end of this, you'll either agree with Scott and question your entire moral compass, be screaming at your screen, we see you Rory stans, or, plot twist, secretly respect him for making us think about the show in ways we never dared. So grab your coffee, extra large, like Lorelai's ego, and let's dive into the 7 most explosive takes from Scott Patterson that have the fandom divided, outraged, and oddly intrigued. 1. Rory should have stayed in high school forever, aka, the take that makes no sense. Wait. You're telling me that after 3 seasons of Chilton's plaid skirts, Dean's dramatic breakups, and Rory's legendary overachieving, Scott Patterson thinks she should have stayed in high school? Like, forever? As in 7 seasons of Rory Gilmore, eternal high school junior? What is this, Riverdale? Let's break this down. Yale Rory is iconic Rory. It's where she fails spectacularly. Hello, Mitchum Huntsberger's soul-crushing internship review. Falls in love with a trust fund rebel, Logan, who we still argue about, and bonds with Paris Geller in the most toxic best friendship of all time. Chilton Rory is comfortable Rory. She's the golden girl of Stars Hollow. Predictable, safe, and boring. Yale forces her to grow up, and that's where the real drama happens. Logan Huntsberger doesn't exist in this timeline. And let's be real. No Logan, no I'm a Huntsberger energy, no life and death brigade, no yacht theft. Okay, maybe that last one's a blessing. Scott's defense? He thinks changing settings is jarring for viewers. But here's the thing. Gilmore Girls thrives on evolution. Lorelai opens an inn. Luke becomes a dad. Rory has to leave the nest. Otherwise, we're just watching a Hallmark movie with extra caffeine. Fan verdict, hard, pass. Yale Rory is non-negotiable. But hey, Scott, if you really want Rory in high school forever, maybe you'd also enjoy a spin-off where Kirk never gets a job, an alternate universe where Taylor wins an election, a season where Lane only listens to Christian rock. Too far? No? Okay. 2. Anna Nardini isn't that bad, aka the take that has us questioning Scott's judgment. Oh, Scott. Anna Nardini, Sherilyn Fenn, is the villain we love to hate. She's the woman who hid April from Luke for 12 years. 12 years. Sabotaged Lorelai and Luke's relationship like it was her part-time job. Tried to move to New Mexico with April, effectively erasing Luke from his daughter's life. And Scott Patterson's response? She's not that bad. Excuse me. Let's unpack this disaster of a take. Anna's protection of April? More like emotional manipulation. She didn't just hide April. She weaponized her against Luke and Lorelai. The New Mexico move? A power play. She knew it would destroy Luke, and she didn't care. Her treatment of Lorelai? Hostile, unfair, unforgivable. Scott's argument? Anna was just a mom protecting her kid. But here's the thing. Good moms don't use their children as pawns. Good moms don't lie for over a decade. Good moms don't punish the people their kid loves. Fan verdict. Anna is canceled. Next topic. But if we're really defending Anna, then by that logic, we should also defend Emily Gilmore's entire parenting style. No? Okay. Kirk's business ventures. Still no? Fine. Taylor's existence. Okay, we've gone too far. 3. Clara Forester is a great character, aka the take that makes us question reality. Clara. Dean's little sister, who appears in one episode, That'll Do Pig, and contributes absolutely nothing to the Gilmore universe. She's not quirky like Babette. She's not iconic like Emily. She's not even memorably annoying like TJ the pizza guy. She's just there. And yet, Scott Patterson loves her. In fact, he praises her as a great part of the show. Why? Scott? What did Clara ever do to you? Let's examine the evidence, or lack thereof. Her only scene? Rory awkwardly tries to talk to her at the winter carnival. It's painful, like secondhand embarrassment levels of cringe. Her impact on the plot? 0. She doesn't advance any storylines. She doesn't add depth to Dean's character. She doesn't do anything except exist for 5 minutes. Her legacy? None. Most fans forget she exists until Scott reminds us. Scott's reasoning? He enjoyed her energy. But here's the thing. We all enjoy things that don't belong in Gilmore Girls. Looking at you, that one episode with the mime. Fan verdict. Clara who? But if we're really celebrating Clara, then we should also celebrate the entire plot line of Rory's short-lived job at the Stamford Eagle Gazette. No? Okay. Lane's one episode where she hates music. Still no? Fine. The existence of April Nardini's terrible haircut in season 6. Okay, we'll stop. 4. Dean's fight with Jess was justified. AKA the take that has us reevaluating Dean's whole character. Dean Forester. Sweet, loyal, golden retriever energy Dean. The guy who built Rory a car because he loved her that much. The guy who cried when she broke up with him. That Dean. And then, season 3's Keg Max happens. Out of nowhere, Dean loses it on Jess, Milo Ventimiglia, in a jealous rage, starting a full-blown brawl at a party. It's one of his worst moments, a betrayal of everything we loved about him. And Scott Patterson defends it. What? Let's break this down. Dean's usual vibe? Chill. Supportive. Not a fighter. Jess's crime in this scene? Existing. Literally. He wasn't even talking to Rory. Dean's excuse? He was pushed too far by Jess's rebel attitude. But here's the thing. Jess didn't do anything. He was just standing there. Scott's take? Dean was standing up for himself. But no, this wasn't self-defense. This was unprovoked aggression, and it tainted Dean's whole legacy. Fan verdict. Dean, we loved you. But this? No. But if we're really defending Dean's fight, then we should also defend Lorelai yelling at Emily in every Friday night dinner. Fair. Rory stealing a yacht? Less fair. Kirk's entire existence. Okay, no. 5. Lorelai should have pulled Rory from Chilton in Haunted Leg, aka the take that would destroy the show. Haunted Leg, S3E2, is iconic. It's the episode where Lorelai and Emily's tension explodes. Christopher ghosts them, again. Rory finally stands up to her grandparents. And Scott Patterson? He hates it. His solution? Lorelai should have yanked Rory out of Chilton and ended Friday night dinners forever. Scott. Buddy. Do you even know this show? Let's dissect this disaster. Friday night dinners are the backbone of Gilmore Girls. Without them, we lose. Emily's passive-aggressive comments, Richard's dry humor, Lorelai's epic clapbacks, Rory's internal struggle between two worlds. Chilton is everything. It's where Rory meets Paris, gets into Yale, and becomes Rory Gilmore. Without it, she's just a small-town girl with a really good book collection. The drama would disappear. No Chilton, no Dean versus Jess, no Yale pressure, no Logan, no story. Scott's reasoning? Lorelai shouldn't have to put up with Emily's judgment. Fair. But avoiding conflict entirely? That's not Gilmore Girls. That's a different, and boring show. Fan verdict? Scott, no. We need the drama. But if we're really ending Friday night dinners, then we should also cancel all of Emily's passive-aggressive comments. No. Erase every Lorelai versus Emily showdown. Never. Replace them with more Luke's diner scenes? Okay, we'll allow it. 6. Lorelai was jealous of Rory stealing the yacht. AKA, the take that has us questioning Scott's entire rewatch. Rory steals a yacht. Yes, a yacht. Lorelai is furious. Rightfully so. And Scott Patterson's hot take? Lorelai was jealous. Scott. What? Let's unpack this nonsense. Rory's crime, stealing a multi-million-dollar boat because Logan dared her to. Lorelai's reaction? Absolute rightful fury, because she's worked her ass off to give Rory a good life. Rory is throwing it away for a boy. This is not the daughter she raised. Scott's theory. Lorelai was envious of Rory's freedom. Where is the evidence, Scott? Where? Lorelai never wanted Rory to fail. She wanted her to succeed on her own terms. Rory dropping out of Yale? Lorelai was devastated because she knew Rory was self-sabotaging. Jealousy? No. Fear? Absolutely. Fear that Rory was becoming someone she didn't recognize. Fan verdict. Scott, what show were you watching? But if we're really saying Lorelai was jealous, then we should also say Emily was jealous of Lorelai's independence. Okay, maybe. Paris was jealous of Rory's popularity. Fair. Kirk was jealous of everyone's success. Actually, yes. 7. Dean cheating on Lindsay with Rory was fine. AKA, the take that broke the fandom. Dean, married Dean, cheating on Lindsay with Rory. This is one of the most hated plotlines in Gilmore Girls history. And Scott Patterson's take? It was fine. Scott. No. Let's break this dumpster fire down. Dean was married. To Lindsay, a sweet, innocent girl who didn't deserve this. Rory knew it was wrong. She hesitated. She felt guilty, because it was. Scott's defense. They were young and in love. That's not how morality works, Scott. Being young doesn't excuse cheating. Being in love doesn't erase betrayal. Lindsay didn't deserve to be blindsided like that. Fan verdict. This take is worse than Kirk's Lulu. And that's saying something. But if we're really defending Dean's cheating, then we should also defend Logan's entire Playboy lifestyle. Nope. Christopher's repeated disappearances. Still no. Taylor's tyrannical rule over Stars Hollow. Okay, maybe that one. Look, we love Scott Patterson. He is Luke Danes. Grumpy, loyal, and occasionally wrong. But here's the thing. His takes make us think. Even when we vehemently disagree, they force us to re-examine the show's choices. So let's settle this once and for all. Which take is the most defensible? We'll maybe give you Clara if you really insist. Which one made you yell at your screen? Ours was the jealousy theory. Do you secretly agree with any of them? No judgment. Okay, maybe a little. And most importantly, keep debating, keep rewatching, and never let anyone tell you your Gilmore opinions are wrong. Except maybe Scott. Sorry, Luke. So, Gilmore stands. Where do you stand? Are Scott's takes bold truths or blasphemous lies? Drop your hottest rebuttals in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and fight for your favorite character. And remember, no matter how wrong Scott is, we'll always have Luke's Diner. Comment below which take broke you, and which one secretly made sense.